And
Look,
all of them,
all you need
all of them in Lagos,
let me
all
tell
of
you,
them in Nigeria.
listen to me.
Nobody.
When I'm talking, you keep quiet.
An arrogant customer who is not ashamed.
Pastor Donald, why are you not picking my calls? Why haven't you paid the balance up till now? Telling the honorable court that I have not been calling him, I've not been picking his call. It's a fabricated fallacy. He did this just to debase me.
You are owing, and you are the one that is being arrogant at the same time.
A Nollywood veteran hopes to diversify into marine transportation.
Passenger boat I did not see. My money I did not see. I wanted to report him to Amadioha.
He was testing the boats, wanting the boat sink with engine.
The husband does not like the responsibilities, but he likes all the pleasures a woman has to offer.
I still dey live Tenant. First we live person go one pikin.
How you go control?
The dispute is real, and the judgment is binding. This is the Justice Court. Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Ajayi Adedayo, is asking the court to compel his mother's tenant, Tosin Johnson, to vacate her apartment.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Ajayi Adedayo versus Johnson Tosin. Parties for the note.
Thank you, Aki.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Ajayi Adedayo.
My Honorable Judge.
You are the one suing Johnson Tosin.
Yes.
Okay, tell me what's going on. Is your tenant?
My mom's tenant.
Your mom's tenant. Okay. Can I have the narration of what happened?
Why I got involved in his case was that the very first day the caretaker brought him to the house.
Who brought him?
Caretaker.
Okay.
That he needed an apartment. So I was the one that I interviewed him before taking him to my mom. So, and I asked him some few questions before I was able to go and at least defend him in my mom that he will be able to manage the apartment, because I asked him...
Manage or to pay rent?
To pay the rent. So now I asked...
Eventually became your tenant?
Yes.
What did you ask him?
I asked him, I give him the total sum of the amount of the rent and the maintenance fees. And I asked him if he's okay by it. He says he's okay by it. And...
Is that true? You said it was okay by it?
Yes.
Oh.
So I move ahead, see him as a young man. I took him to my mom. So my mom asked him some few questions. My mom asked him that about his marriage status and numbers of kids. He told my mom he's married with 2 kids. So, and my mom told him, can he afford? Same question I asked him, my mom asked him. Because my mom told him he's a widow and a sick woman. That,
you know, I love you to tell me what you told him, not what your mom said.
Okay. So, along the line, so my mom, as I plead on his behalf that my mom should accept him. So my mom gave him the keys to the house. He made the part payment, as initial payment.
No.
You know what? Don't interrupt him. You still have the opportunity to respond to everything. So when he runs up, you will now speak.
So from the total cost, from the total analysis I give to him, he make an initial deposit of the major house rent and I think the caution fee. So he mean the maintenance, which includes the light, the cleaning and the PSP. So I wish my mom, he said by the time he move in, he's going to make the complement of the money. So my mom said, okay. And he handed over the key to the apartment to him. After he moved in, so my mom keep calling me that this, my friend I brought to the house, I have not paid him the money for the maintenance. Severally, I will talk to him, I will call him. Then he will tell me I should hold on that.
Okay, so how much is he owing right now? By your own calculation.
So he moved in 2 years ago.
More than 2 years. He's getting 3 years.
This is the third years.
I'm not asking how long he's been in the house. I said, how much is he owing you? You are claiming he's owing you. How much is he owing you?
Now, presently, it should be because he's on eviction. He promised to leave the apartment. So now I can't say he's owing particularly because we asked him to leave.
How much are you owing them?
It's 1 month and some weeks now. 1 month and some weeks.
How much is that?
That is because...
How much? I'm not asking for stories.
The apartment
How much?
is
I asked you for a figure. You cannot come up with a figure. I'm asking you too. How much? You are not owing. You are owing.
I'm not owing because...
You said you are owing for 1 month.
1 month, 2 weeks.
How much is 1 month, 2 weeks?
Yes, ma. It's not about the money he's holding. Because right from the moment he moved in, right from the first rent, my mom asked him to leave since he has been defaulting.
Okay, so for you, you are ready to waive whatever money is owing.
Yes.
You are not taking money from him.
Yes. My mom
You just
said,
want him to vacate the premises.
yes, because he has been defaulting right from the first rent.
Okay, so now you heard it. So when are you moving out?
They should give me another 3 months.
You can't stay for 3 months without paying. Because are you going to pay for that 3 months? You can't even pay your rent now.
No, it's not. It's not like that.
Okay,
When
have you
I
paid?
move in,
You know what? The bottom line is, when was the last time you paid rent?
that was on February. I pay for February. It's only March I did not pay for now.
Only March that you don't pay for. Okay. And they want you out of the premises.
Yeah.
When were you told that they want you to leave? When did they tell you that they want you to leave the premises?
That was November. They took me to Ilepo police station. So the police station asked me, am I ready to pay for the full rent? I said yes. So this man said he's not ready to collect money. I should pay for the month that I owe. Then I paid. The police write undertaking that I should use 3 months, and he agreed with two of us.
That
signed.
3 months, when is it supposed to expire?
That 3 months will be June 10.
When were you at the police station?
No, in February.
In February?
Yes.
At the police station, you agreed that you should spend 3 months.
Yes.
That
After
was-
spending extra 6 months with additional 3 months.
What do you say?
That is a lie.
He has spent.
You knew that before you agreed to the 3 months.
Yes,
So
yes.
that cannot be an
I
issue
know
now.
them before.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at the last agreement you had. In February, you both agreed that you spent 3 months in the house.
I'm the one who collect money from his son. The day that my son bring him to me, he analyzed all the payments, and he gave me 300,000 naira for the house and the agreement finish. The remaining balance, he tell me that he will give me. He did not give me until I carry him into Iba. Iba just sits like this at Iba. He was begging me that he did not give me until 1 year, and I'm using this card prepaid meter. I'm paying cleaner. I'm paying Loma. He did not give me until I carry him. This is another payment. Another payment came before he paid the first one that he entered. And I tell them that they should give him paper. He should go. Before I take him to justice, I used to go and meet him in the house, begging him that You know I can't walk again. I used to enter his house, begging him. Say, don't treat me like this. You did not talk like this before you enter. You enter now, I'm begging you. He doesn't answer me. They were two. The second person is paying his own. Immediately I take them to that place that they should collect me. They say that place is too far. But they talk to them. The other person changed. It's only him. He will talk like. If for the place I carry him go, he tell them, say he used to talk like. It's true. They should not face. They should beg for him. This is 3 years that he's using. And he said that he owed me 1 month. It's not 1 month, it's 3 months. He's supposed to pay me October 6. He entered my house October 6. If the next, he doesn't pay according to his enter, and I beg him, and his wife used to make trouble. During the corona time, they said they should not have visitor. He will pack people come, they will be shouting for us, do everything. You can't talk. He will abuse you. He will say, this is foolish house. And I will report, he will be begging. One day, my gate is very heavy. One day, he's quite nearly to take the gate, slap my face. Please, ma, this is not, it is not money that I'm talking now.
It's about vacation of
It's
the premises.
about vacation.
Just
You have taken another 3 months.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
When I came in, the house rent is 250,000. Because I don't have anybody with me, but I'm fasting. I will not lie. The house is 250. She collected 310. I thank God all the payment is in his account. I did not pay them cash. And I filed all their this. I paid them to date. I didn't owe them 1 naira.
Why did you pay 310?
310. I paid 250 for house rent.
Okay.
60,000 for agreement.
Okay.
The caretaker will collect 40,000.
Okay.
That is extra 100,000 for agreement and commission. So I paid them 310. I paid to our own account. That is
that's what you agreed on.
Yes.
And you paid up.
So she now tell me the maintenance of the house is 40,000. And I've parking. I said, okay, for now I have problem with my job. I will pay you the 40,000. Then we are using light together. So I did not pay the 40,000 since almost 8 months. The woman start fighting. My children cannot play. But I just tell them, we don't have choice. She's a mother. I have my own mother. I can't lie. So when this frustration is too much, my house due, because we agree on 1 year payment. And I say, I can't avoid that 1 year. I can only pay 6 months. That's where this walas. I paid that 6 month difference of 4 days. If my house rent expire on the 6th, I will pay on the 10th or on the 12th. It's at the, what is it called, bank teller. I want them to lie very well so that I will bring those teller here. Since the first day I entered their house, I don't owe them 1 naira. My problem is I can't avoid to pay the full year. That's what they are fighting me for.
The plaintiff, Ajayi Adedayo, claims that he encouraged his mother to accept Tosin Johnson as a tenant. But Tosin has been very inconsistent with the payment of rent and other dues right from his first year of tenancy. Madam Ajayi had to seek help from a court and the police in the past to recover payments from Tosin. But now, she wants him to vacate the apartment. The defendant, Tosin Johnson, claims he made an agreement at the police station to move out of the property by the end of May. He's pleading to be allowed to stay longer in the apartment. George Fumi wades into this matter.
Anyway, the bottom line, you know what I'm looking at now. The bottom line is, and that's where I'm still going back to. February, you both had an agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
For him to spend 3 months in the house
Yes, ma'am.
and vacate the premises. So that's March, April, May. Right? So by May ending, you vacate the premises. That's what you agreed on.
That's what we are agreeing on police station.
Pardon?
At the police station, yeah.
So you're going to move out, right?
For now, I don't have power to move out at them May. Because
The court will come and vacate you from that premises. You want us to come and throw you out? We will. It's either you leave willingly or the court evicts you. You take a choice, your choice. Those are the two options you have. How can you say you are not ready to leave somebody's house?
I can't say that.
Okay, all right.
The
then.
problem is I can't avoid that 1 year.
The issue is they have their house. They only want a yearly tenant in the house. And that's why you were taking in as a yearly tenant. Along the line, you cannot afford to pay 1 year's rent the way it is. The most honorable thing to do is to leave and look for another place where your terms of agreement will be the same. Because your terms of agreement when you moved in is to become be a yearly tenant. And that's what you did. You said it yourself in the courtroom. You paid everything up front. And now for you to now even go to the police station and where you have agreed that you will leave in 3 months' time, and you're now coming here to tell me again that you are not ready to move. It says a lot about your personality. Without missing words. And you told me you are fasting.
Yes.
That's why I'm being gentle with you. I know what I would have said. Because if you are fasting and you had a gentleman agreement, and now you are saying you cannot even keep to that agreement. I don't know. So, if they've waived rent for you and you are still hanging on in the house, it's because they waived the rent. Now, because you want the 3 months, is he paying for it at the police station?
No.
That's it.
Even brought
Otherwise,
the
that 3
lawyer
months
in the agreement.
will be calculated. You pay even at the point when you are leaving. You still pay for the 3 months. That's what the law says. It's what the law says. So it's not as if it's being negotiated. You have to leave by 31st of May. That's the time you are supposed to leave. That's what we've agreed on. And if they had come to court and said they don't even want to wait for that, the same thing I'm telling you is the same thing I'll tell them. That there's an agreement between the two of you that we vacate by May. So they can't, if they ask me that they want you to leave now, I will not agree. If they want to vacate you before me, I will not. And if you now say you want to vacate after me, I will not either.
Judge Fumi insists that both parties must honor the terms of agreement already made. She rules after the break.
So you move out of the premises by 31st day of May, 2022. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Hold on.
Okay.
I should go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Continuing, the plaintiff, Ajayi Oluwaseun, is asking the court to restrain 3 microfinance banks from harassing her over loan repayment.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Ajayi Kehinde versus Asha Microfinance. Parties for me.
Thank you, Rakan.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Ajay Kende, can you tell me why you are in court?
I'm here because of microfinance, Asha and AB microfinance, and Owojumo microfinance.
Okay. So what happened?
I borrow money from them, so I'm paying them back with time. So when I fall sick, I'm not be able to pay back. So they started harassing me if I did not pay.
Harassing or demanding for their money?
They are demanding that they will seize my load. They will come out to come and pack my property and other things if I do not pay. So what I want is to just go back to shop. Since almost April last year that I sick, I don't be able to open shop.
Have you approached them?
Yes. My husband even go to AB Bank, Microfinance Bank, to go and approach them that we will be paying 30,000 a month. What I'm pleading that I want to go back to shop to be selling something so I will be able to pay their money.
This, you have to approach them. Or none of them is here in court.
They say they don't have chance.
Yeah. In that case, what you're doing is to plead with them, to give you time. Is that not what you are saying? To give you time and allow you to have a way to earn income, to offset what is on ground. That's the way it is. So it's just to approach them. Do you understand? You cannot sue them. You will need to approach them.
AB Microfinance Bank and Owojumo Microfinance Bank and Asha Microfinance Bank, I'm pleading that they should give me little time to just make
Like how long are you talking about? If you are saying little time, there should be a time frame of what you are asking them to please give you.
I don't know yet because I still have to set up my shop back because there's nothing there again. Since I be sick and I went back to shop, all these robber come and rob me in the shop, so I don't be able to gather anything in that shop. The shop is just there.
The plaintiff obtained loans from 3 different microfinance banks. Unfortunately, she fell sick and has not been able to service the loans, and the banks are after her to recover their loans. Judge Wumi counsels Ajayi Oluwaseun to dialogue with the banks for consideration on the repayment terms.
I'm sure you already signed a contract with them before.
Yes, the day I should be paid finished before the start.
That is it. So an agreement is an agreement. It's just to plead with them. Maybe you have a peculiar for them to probably consider that you have a peculiar situation, especially if along the line you've been paying regularly.
Yes.
You just let them. So you go and plead with them. That is, you take your medical record along to show them that this is what happened for that period and explain to them. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Arise.
Arise.
Follow the conversation on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticescourt.com and submit your case.